Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Bunny XO, Jelly Roll's wife and popular podcaster, recently had an NSFW moment at a hockey game. She's always been open and honest about her sexuality, so what did you do that was so scandalous? Stay tuned for additional information. There is no doubting that Jelly Roll and his wife enjoy having a good time and are much in love. They've been through a lot as a pair, from starting his career with her podcast to getting full custody of his daughter, Bailey Ann. It hasn't been easy, but they've overcome adversity to realize their aspirations. At the same time, they are attempting to have their own child through IVF and surrogacy, which has not been simple by any means. They are now enjoying their time together and having as much fun as possible. The pair was at a hockey rink, and Jelly was skating. He appeared to be conversing with someone while not paying attention to XO. So she did the only thing she knew would get her husband's attention: she flashed him her chest. Of course, the moment he saw it, he had to turn and laugh at how daring and entertaining she was. Bunny understands how to keep her husband on his toes while laughing constantly, which is lovely to see. In her caption, Bunny XO emphasized that she and Jelly are living their best lives despite detractors. Her fans and followers have been very supportive. They felt that her flashing Jelly Roll demonstrated how fantastic their love was and that everyone should stop being so pessimistic. They also admired her sense of humor and willingness to make those she cares about happy. Bunny XO has proved to be an excellent mother to Bailey and Jelly Roll's son, Noah. She has been present for significant events and shines whenever she is with them. At the same time, she is quite supportive of her husband and his aspirations. So when she flashed him at the hockey rink, fans had no problem with it. They believed it was all in good humor and reflected the couple's love. Hopefully, Bunny XO and Jelly Roll continue to demonstrate this kind of love forever. It was supposed to be just another playful night out for Bunny XO and Jelly Roll, a couple known as much for their deep love as for their irreverent sense of humor. But when Bunny decided to surprise her husband with a spontaneous, and very NSFW, moment at a local hockey game, she did more than get his attention. She sparked a firestorm of reactions, a wave of fan appreciation, and yet another chapter in the colorful, complicated, and captivating love story she's been living out in public with the man she calls her rock, her soulmate, and her forever laugh partner. The moment unfolded like something out of a raunchy romantic comedy. Jelly Roll was on the ice, not performing, just goofing off, skating around like a kid who just discovered a new playground. He was mid-conversation, seemingly oblivious to his wife watching from the stands. Bunny, ever the provocateur with a heart of gold, leaned over the rink barrier and did the unthinkable: she flashed him her chest. There were no cameras broadcasting the game, no warning to the people around her. But for those close enough to catch the moment, it was clear that this wasn't just shock value. It was love, humor, spontaneity, all the things that have defined their relationship from the very beginning. Jelly's reaction was everything. His face lit up, equal parts stunned and delighted, as he doubled over with laughter. He skated clumsily toward the edge of the rink, shouting something unintelligible, hands on his head in disbelief, as if to say, "Only my wife would pull something like this." It was one of those split-second moments that somehow tells you everything you need to know about a relationship. And for Bunny and Jelly, it said, "We've been through hell and back, but we're still laughing. We're still in love. We're still us." The incident, of course, didn't stay private for long. Bunny herself posted about it the next day with a cheeky caption that read, "Just trying to get my man's attention, mission accomplished. Living our best life and not sorry about it." The internet exploded. Fans flooded her page with comments like, "This is couple goals," and "Bunny, you're a legend." The clip, yes, someone had been recording, went viral, and suddenly, what was meant as a personal joke became a very public statement. But this wasn't a scandal in the traditional sense. While conservative critics wrung their hands and claimed the moment was inappropriate or disrespectful, the vast majority of the couple's fanbase saw it for what it was, a hilarious, affectionate gesture between two people who had built their relationship on honesty, joy, and a refusal to conform to other people's expectations. Bunny DeFord, better known to fans as Bunny XO, has never shied away from her sexuality or her past. Before she met Jelly Roll, she was already a force of nature, a former exotic dancer turned podcaster, content creator, and unfiltered truth-teller. Her podcast, Dumb Blonde, has become a go-to space for real talk, raw stories, and unapologetic humor. It's where she shared everything from trauma and recovery to love, loss, and learning to live boldly. And it's where Jelly Roll first made his mark, as a guest, then a co-host, and ultimately her partner in life and love. Their journey hasn't been easy. Jelly Roll, whose real name is Jason DeFord, came from a background of poverty, addiction, and incarceration. His rise to fame wasn't meteoric, it was painstaking, built over years of grinding in the underground rap scene, slowly breaking into country and rock circles, and finally earning mainstream recognition for his unique blend of vulnerability and grit. Throughout it all, Bunny was by his side, not just cheering him on, but actively helping to shape his career. Together, they've faced battles that would break most couples. From addiction recovery to custody fights, infertility struggles to public scrutiny, Bunny and Jelly Roll have walked through fire. But they've done it hand in hand, often using humor as their weapon and love as their armor. One of their greatest joys, and challenges, has been their journey to expand their family. Jelly Roll has 2 children from previous relationships, Bailey Ann, a bright and thoughtful teenager he fought hard to get custody of, and Noah, his young son. Bunny stepped into a maternal role with grace and grit, despite not being their biological mother. She showed up for school events, doctor appointments, and late-night heart-to-hearts. She advocated fiercely for their emotional well-being and celebrated every milestone as if it were her own. But becoming a biological mother proved more complicated than Bunny ever anticipated. After several failed rounds of IVF and heartbreaking complications, the couple turned to surrogacy. It's a process that has been physically, emotionally, and financially draining, but they're not giving up. Bunny has spoken candidly on her podcast and social media about the realities of infertility, destigmatizing the process for thousands of followers who are walking similar paths. She's cried openly about the pain of watching negative pregnancy tests, about the fear of failure, and about the deep longing to hold a child she helped create. So when people criticized her for flashing her husband in a public place, many of her fans clapped back. After everything this woman has gone through, one commenter wrote, "You're really going to come after her for showing her boobs to the man she loves in a playful moment? She's a hero." Another fan posted, "If I had a relationship like theirs, I'd flash my man too. Let her live." Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not miss any update.